Paper was like gold in medieval times.
Oh, not tobacco, sugar.
That everything we thought we knew about the world might turn out to be completely wrong.
Coming up on Build It Forward.
This is a picture of the house. Wow!
This is the turning point in our life. Dream that you can actually touch. They have so much hope. When you see that hope, you get that hope too.
It's still like a dream. Still can't believe all this.
My name is Paul Brandt. This is my day job. It's given me a great life. Like many entertainers, I like to pay it back, but I'd still like to do more. So my wife and I had an idea. What if we gave people the opportunity to help someone else and at the same time help themselves? To give it away. Build It Forward is about dreams. It's about starting from scratch, not knowing how things are going to turn out, looking over that edge and seeing how far down it goes and going, I'm going to go for it. Bakit and his wife Jibeko are recent immigrants from Kyrgyzstan. The troubled country in Central Asia was part of the former Soviet Republic. The couple came to Canada to escape political unrest, corruption, and terrorism there.
I was born and grew up in Bishkek. It's the capital of Kyrgyzstan. On the globe, it's between Russia and China. Very nice country. The nature is just beautiful, but economical situation is very, very bad. You know, when you look at your children and you see all the situation, all that corruption things, dangerous things around, you think, oh, maybe we should move somewhere else.
Our hope was always to move somewhere where we could peacefully grow our family.
Canada was built on a really solid foundation of loving your neighbor as yourself, of helping people that are around you. That's what makes this such a great country, and they might be a perfect family for what we're trying to do with Build It Forward.
My idea for Build It Forward is to have people waiting for Habitat for Humanity homes travel overseas with non-denominational Christian relief and development agency, Samaritan's Purse.
1, 2, 3.
Habitat for Humanity helps families in Canada. Samaritan's Purse rebuilds communities in countries devastated by disaster or poverty.
It's going to be a wonderful project for us to be involved with. Obviously, it's going to allow us to serve more families this year. So,
to earn a Build It Forward house, families must put in 500 hours of labor on their own house in their community and also in a developing country. In return, they'll get a home with a low-cost mortgage. With Habitat for Humanity's help, I've been finding the right families for Build It Forward. The move to Canada cost Bakit and Jibeko all their life savings.
Everything was so tight. We could go to for even the grocery things. We couldn't afford a lot of things.
In Calgary, all they can afford is a tiny one-bedroom apartment.
Is it working or is it not working?
The elevator is often broken. When 3-year-old Ben and 18-month-old Emil want to play, they have to cross a busy highway.
In the beginning, it was like a paradise. It was warm, it was bright, but now you realize all the plus and minuses. There are 2 big roads, the big intersection, and first of all is pollution. Sometimes I can open the balcony, but it's 11th floor, it's very dangerous. And in the apartment, it's not a good place to make all the noise that they usually do. Like, no noise here, no noise in Canada.
But even this home is too expensive.
Right now, 50%. Half of the paycheck goes to paying rent every month, We researched every possible option. We even applied for a mortgage, but our application was turned down because we didn't have a down payment.
Both Bakit and Jibeko have university degrees, but their credentials aren't recognized here.
We often find with new immigrants coming into Canada trying to get into home ownership, their credentials aren't recognized, so they have employment barriers when they come in. It's just really difficult for them to kind of get a foot in the door.
To cover the rent, Bakit works 2 entry-level jobs. During the day, he's a clerk at the U.S. Embassy. At night, he works in retail.
I work here for 40 hours, and my second job is at least 16 additional hours a week, which is gonna leave me a little bit less time for my family and other plans, because right now I'm also planning to study for a graduate admissions test and apply for the Masters of Business Administration at the University of Calgary.
He works 7 days a week. There is no day offs for him, and it's very stressful for him.
For Bakit to study more, Jibeko has to get a job. But caring for the children at home means she hasn't improved her English. She's shy and self-conscious about her language skills.
All my life I used to work, but here everything is different. Another country, another language. It was a very big obstacle for me.
We find a lot of times, because typically one family member will speak better English than the other, we find a little bit of isolation going on. So just cultural barriers, it's a different way of life for them.
A Build It Forward home would reduce their housing expenses to less than 30% of their income. Bakit could quit one job to focus on studying. If Bakit didn't work as much, Jibeko could meet new friends outside the home and work on her English.
I'm ready for that. I want to get my confidence back.
Build It Forward actually, by helping me getting a house, I can use that money for my education, some part of it, and most important, I have time for my family. Yeah, I want to be a vital part in their life in many ways. Getting a house is critical for us at this point. This is going to save us a lot of money that we can allocate towards realizing our own ideas and plans.
Today, they're meeting Habitat for Humanity for another interview about their potential eligibility.
You know, this is a little sneaky because the family doesn't really know that I'm here, and they don't know that they've actually officially been selected.
Let's go.
And we're gonna kind of ambush them here in the parking lot, have them come down all those stairs that they have had to struggle with their kids, and they're about to walk through that door into a completely new world and a completely new reality. Hi there, guys. We kind of ganged up on you.
Yeah.
My name's Paul Brandt.
Nice to meet you, Paul.
Nice to meet you. How are you doing tonight?
Good.
I have a really important question for you guys.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
We would like to offer you an opportunity to have your own home. So we're wondering if both of you be willing to build it forward and go to another country and build a house for somebody else in return.
Absolutely, yes.
Absolutely. This will be fantastic.
He's revving it up.
Good. That's unbelievable. How do you feel? It's just, I can't find words. I'm just lost. Yeah.
So, well, congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm
Thank you
so
so much.
glad.
Yeah,
This is going to be a
really
lot
good
of fun.
news. Yeah.
It's going to be fun working with you guys, and I can't wait to show you some of the plans. Oh, let's go on up. Let's go on up. Oh, this is great. Wow, you're good on that bike. Yeah, did we surprise you?
And this is a picture of the house.
Wow. Look at that. This is amazing. Thank you so much.
Oh, exciting. And I can't wait to go on this journey with you guys. Bakit and Jibeko are excited to meet Stu at the build site of their new house.
Bakit?
Jamin Homes have joined Build It Forward and have supplied the home to be a part of the movement.
So this is your house.
Wow!
Wow,
Look,
Ben, look at that. This is your own house. Wow. Then we have the kitchen in the middle of your house here. Okay, your dining room will be in the rear of the house, and then your great room here.
It's a huge kitchen. Oh. Yeah, it is in the middle of everything. Yeah, you can see what he's doing. You can see what is going on the other side of the house. It is amazing.
We put the laundry room upstairs for you, okay, so you don't have to walk downstairs. We like to get involved in the community. This is an opportunity to give back. I have a couple of children myself, and I understand you want to provide for your family, and this way it's one less thing they got to worry about, and one more thing we can help them with. So I'll just show you a couple of things.
In the last couple of days, it was just dreams and feelings, and You couldn't touch it, right?
It's just a
This
great.
is just fantastic.
I just want to touch it, to feel it.
Dream that you can actually touch. So this is a wonderful feeling. So Ben, which is gonna be your bedroom?
2 or 3? 3?
Oh yeah. Nice.
Oh.
I want my own room. I want my own room. So he's been saying that since we came to Canada. 2 bathrooms. Can you believe that? 2 bathrooms.
2 sinks. That is great.
This is the turning point in our life. The house, this is the hope, this is the future for our family. Looking forward to move in.
Thank you.
Very welcome.
Okay, thank you.
There you go.
Lots of projects like
This is delicious. My goodness.
When I first met Bakit and Jibeko, they told me that even on their small income, they were already setting aside money each month for a charity project of their own in Kyrgyzstan.
Because there are so many kids in our country who are orphans and they need it. So if we can build one, it will be very
new
great.
orphanage.
Yeah, new orphanage. It will be awesome.
Kids are our future. So if we do not take care of our kids, our future is doomed. So one of the main goals is to help orphans.
When you do something good for a person, you can see that warmth and happiness, and maybe life.
Yeah, you
So
give
it
the
is-
gift of life.
Yeah.
Helping people and sharing good emotions and good experiences also, I think, great.
I think that you guys have some pretty awesome priorities.
Алло, мам! Мам, помните, я же говорила про программу, то, что Habitat?
Since Bakit and Jibeko came to Canada, they're using most of their energy to get by. Between 2 jobs, Bakit studies, which leaves him little time for his family. Jibeko is often lonely.
We used to get some help from our family, any kind of help, physical, moral, and right now there is no such people like family, mother, father. I miss her so much.
Спасибо большое.
Пока-пока. Пока-пока, целую, пока. Yes, it's very hard.
Jibeko's got a few challenges ahead of her with this program. She's going to have to come out of her shell. She's a little bit reserved. She's going to have to get out into the community and do some of those volunteer hours.
To get out from the home, start talk to people, start to learn some new things.
She's also struggled a bit with getting full-time employment here in Calgary. So I think this will be really beneficial for her. It'll help her out.
I have to be a good mother, first of all, but in the same time, I shouldn't lose my personality. I'm very excited to break that shell and go out.
I know Jibeko very well. She always wants to excel in her skills. I'm positive that it's all going to work out. It's all going to come by time.
Laurent from Samaritan's Purse arrives to share some news.
We're going to go and tell Bakit where he's going to be going on this journey with Build It Forward and Samaritan's Purse.
You're going to be going to Mexico, to Villahermosa.
Wow.
Mexico is a country where Samaritan's Purse has been working for many years. And this particular area, Villahermosa, is an area that gets flooded every year. It's in a big floodplain. Here's an example of typical living conditions of the people in the rural areas near Villahermosa. And so a few years ago, we decided to try to help some families and rebuild homes for them in an area where they would not be affected by the floods anymore. And so you're going to be working alongside families who are very much like yourself, working on building their new home. And you're going to get to help make their dream a reality, Bakit.
Wow, this is amazing. Yeah, this is a lifetime experience, I would say.
We always wanted to put our small brick of our hope and our labor to help somebody.
And we want you to know as well, Jibeko, that we're going to look well after him.
Be very careful with him.
Okay.
A local law firm has now heard about Build It Forward. Today, the women from the firm are donating volunteer hours for a special event, the Habitat Women Build.
It's the women's build today, and I tell you, I barely slept last night. I'm so excited about this. And now to see these places going up so quickly and all of the community jumping on board, This is going to be a really great day.
We're absolutely thrilled to have you all join us today.
The flower and hammer is the international symbol for Women Build, and there's been over 7,000 women involved since 1991 when it started, and they've built 1,650 homes.
I used to work at the Alberta Children's Hospital, and I was a registered nurse there. And it's really exciting to me to see women in a role that they're traditionally not seen in, doing something incredible like this. I think I know how they feel, because that's kind of where I was at when I worked at the Children's Hospital.
I didn't expect to see so many people who wants to help, who are ready to help, and all of them are women. It is great.
Perfect. That's perfect.
They're kind of a part of our family. Back in my country, this would look more like our relatives, but here it's just, you know, people with big heart.
And pull the trigger. Beautiful! She did it! I did it first nail. All right.
Look at this. Say hi. He doesn't want to build anything. He just wants his house right away.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are they each going to have their own bedroom, or?
Yeah,
Cool.
The excitement of this is the story of it, and getting to meet the people. You know, I kind of get to just sort of cheer people on in this process.
All positive emotions is like mixing and mixing, going up and down, up and down.
Yeah.
Okay, it should be 4.
Do 4?
Yeah, 4.
Oh, you're a pro. You know exactly what you're doing here.
I did it once.
Let me show you something.
Yeah.
Hold the end of the hammer.
Yeah.
Back here a little bit more, and then you get more of a smack to it. There you go. You're doing great. Thanks for helping with this, guys. Amazing.
I'm getting nervous now.
1, 2, 3,
That was good.
Build It Forward has brought me closer to the issue of homelessness. I meet with Tim Richter, president of the Calgary Homeless Foundation, to find out how we can work together to address the problem.
Well, you know, in the Calgary Homeless Foundation, what our job is to work with the community and try and end homelessness. And the end of homelessness is what you're doing, you're building homes.
I find out that immigrant families like Bakit and Jibeko are quite common.
We certainly do know that immigrant families, new Canadians, find themselves at risk of homelessness. Many are spending more than half of their income on housing, and that alone puts them at risk. So they're paying a lot more than they can afford for their housing, and they're living in housing that's either overcrowded or in need of repair. What is terrific about Build It Forward is that we move some of these people from this state of instability or insecurity into home ownership. And ownership is economically a really important key to long-term stability. And what's cool about what's happened here in Alberta is that the province and our community said, you know what, enough is enough. Yeah. We know we can end homelessness. Let's get on with it.
Well, that's good. Right. I'm excited that we're partnering with you guys on that. We're working
well, I'm
together.
thrilled to have you.
It's good.
Thrilled to have you.
It's good. Thanks.
So I think it's just in here.
Jamin Homes have generously supplied Bakit and Jibeko's house, but they'd still like to add a personal touch to Bakit's trip to Mexico.
So when you're down there, you plan to use some tools and get working on the house and get right in there?
Yeah. Looking for some action there.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, you know what? I have something for you. This is for you to give to the family down there.
This looks like a James Bond case. When you have the tools, it's also a symbolic gesture, actually. So when you have means to build something and create, that means a lot.
What you need.
Well, cheers, and here's to a safe trip.
Yes,
I'm extremely happy to go to Mexico, and cannot wait a minute to go and meet the family in Mexico.
Bakit is juggling several tasks. He's balancing family time with a few moments for studying before his trip.
It's a very busy schedule, having to juggle 2 jobs and then kids and then other commitments.
Every day he tried to find 10-15 minutes to play with Ben. So everybody's happy.
Very hard to study. I find myself very tired when I get home, and most of the time I fall asleep, when I read the first paragraph. I just have to, prioritize what comes first and what can wait a little bit.
It is very tough, but we are trying to deal with that with a smile.
Are you gonna miss Daddy? Yeah? You're a big boy, right? So you have to take care of your mommy and Emil, right? Because when I'm away, you're the king, right? Yeah.
But when I come back, you'll be prince again, okay? And when I fly, I'll wave at you, okay? You'll be sleeping, I'm gonna say, good night, Ben, okay?
Oh, trust me, yes. It will be a very hard time for me. Every time at 5 o'clock, around 5 o'clock, Ben starts, okay, where's father? Where's father?
Ben!
I think he's working hard there.
Okay.
He's making a picture for you.
You know, we just love, spending some time together and quality time, right? So they might miss that time, but I'll be back in about a week.
Okay, so we are almost ready.
After working on their new house in Calgary, Bakit is now on his way to Mexico as another part of their commitment. He'll help improve living conditions in the city of Villahermosa, which is located in southern Mexico. Laurent from Samaritan's Purse will be his guide.
I'm finally here in Mexico. I'm really extremely happy to be here. So when we took the van from the airport, the places, all the environment and things, and the living conditions, they looked a lot like Kyrgyzstan. I thought that before I traveled to Mexico, I have seen it all and that kind of attitude, but no, definitely not. I miss my boys a lot, and of course Jibeko. She gave me a little bit surprise. It's my birthday today, so she wrote a little note saying, "I want your birthday to be as sweet as these chocolates."
I've arrived on a different flight than Bakit and have already learned a little about Villahermosa. It lies in a wide coastal floodplain crossed by many rivers. The marshy region is prone to flooding because of its heavy rains and also because of the erosion and deforestation that comes with industry. In 2007, this area suffered Mexico's worst floods ever. But with nowhere else to go, people still live here despite the danger. It's amazing to me to see people living in squalor in a situation like this where they really have absolutely nothing. And it's a good reminder, that this is really how most of the world lives. And I hope that our families' bravery in getting involved in something like Build It Forward raises awareness for issues like this and empowers people to realize that there actually are things that can be done to help people in situations like this.
Today I'm really excited. I'm going to meet Jorge and his family, his wife and 3 children.
Huh? Wow. See, he's at the door waiting. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Bienvenido.
Te presento a Bakit.
Jorge.
Buenas tardes, bienvenido. Pásale, está tu casa. ¿Sí?
I have never seen people living in a tin shack. You would never realize that you would actually live in such a condition. Wow, yeah. Big surprise.
Jorge and his family have decided to break the ice with a Mexican piñata to celebrate Bakit's birthday.
Dale, 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 ya te dio.
It's a beautiful family. They have so much energy, so much hope. When you see that hope, you get that hope too. Jorge, how long have you lived in this house?
¿Cuánto tiempo hace que vive en esta casa?
10 años.
It's been 10 years. 10 years.
I saw the photos and I heard his stories that when the flood came in 2007, the water level was almost to the roof. They had to leave, didn't have enough time even to take their personal clothes.
Mucha angustia, mucha desesperación, que pensábamos que nos íbamos a morir y él a sus hijos no los va a desamparar. Muchas enfermedades, hongos, diarreas, se enferman de los bronquios, gripe, asma y sobre todo que sale la humedad. Darle el estudio y si es posible la universidad. Aquí la universidad es lo máximo ya para que agarren una carrera y un trabajo.
Just seeing the light, the bright light in his eyes, his energy. It's such a contagious, I guess, feeling,
Ya lo vamos a comprobar mañana que estemos chambeando allá.
Tomorrow we're going to see how strong we are.
I just want to shake your hand.
Te quiero.
Yeah, I can't shake your hand enough.
Back in Canada while their house is taking shape, Jibeko is working in the community as a part of her Build It Forward promise. Donated goods sold at the Habitat for Humanity Restore help pay for habitat programs. Working here is a way for Jibeko to build up confidence and improve her English.
I work here twice a week, Saturday and Sunday, and usually it's 5 hours. As soon as I start to work here, I communicate more with other people, so I get more confidence.
Work never ends here. It's always messed up.
Yeah.
When she came, she was shy about speaking, and that was the main problem.
You get any question?
In the beginning, it was really hard to understand. Now, no problem. If I didn't understand, I can ask again. I want to move up and build my career, and of course, the first big step is language.
Bakit will be spending his week helping Samaritan's Purse by putting up walls on 25 new houses. It's the second last phase of construction for 100 new homes for the Villahermosa project.
Compartimos todo el trabajo. Él es muy inteligente, muy trabajador.
Jorge has worked so hard that his neighbors voted for him to be a supervisor and to get paid a small salary.
Is it good?
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
He won't be moving into his new house until the next phase is complete.
Physically challenging, very challenging. I try to be, in the center of action, and I should admit that Jorge is a really strong guy.
It's heavy.
Más fuerte.
I'm excited to see Bakit. I hear he's been working really hard.
Yeah, he's doing really well.
Yeah?
Yeah,
oh, that's good.
Bakit has been working for a couple of hours by the time I make it to the job site.
Here. Look who's here.
How's it going?
Good, good. Really good to see you. Oh, let me introduce you to my friend and brother.
Okay.
Jorge.
Sí.
Jorge.
My name is Paul. It's nice to meet you.
Paul.
Or Pablo.
Pablo.
Show me what you're doing.
Yeah, sure. Did you want to join us?
You know, when I met Bakit, I knew he was a no-nonsense kind of guy. He's the kind of guy who he puts his nose to the grindstone and he works hard.
I get to beat the piñata, the stick.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that piñata. I heard it was a cowboy.
It was a cowboy, yeah.
Beat me up.
I think it's cool, he's a little smaller in stature, and now here's Jorge, a great big guy, and for the two of them to meet and be partners on this and to find things in common, that's what this whole thing's all about.
You're my familia.
Oh. Brother.
Brother.
Are you adding another language to your list of languages you know?
Yeah, trying to.
I've been studying Spanish.
Mi nombre es Benito. Mucho gusto conocerle.
And I'm seeing a lot of progress.
Bakit's appetite for work is endless. In between shifts on the job site and practicing language skills, he's still hitting the books for his upcoming exam.
Okay, I'm calling.
But tonight, Bakit can't get the reward he's hoping for.
Didn't go through?
A chat with his family. After several tries, Bakit has finally gotten through to Jibeko on the phone.
We didn't expect that the work would be so hard. Yesterday, I had a really terrible headache around 3 o'clock.
I'm pretty sure that you're very strong, but you're not used to do a lot of hard work in a long time.
He told about his birthday.
Daddy, can you bring that piñata to my home?
I'm like, wow. Really? My husband is there. He's doing all the things.
I love you. Bye-bye. I miss you, too.
I love you too, Dan. I miss you too.
Bye, you, Papa.
Okay.
Good night. I love you too. Good night.
Good night. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Jibeko's commitment to Build It Forward has created another opportunity for her to get out in the community. Her love of cooking has brought her here.
Who wants to work with carrots?
I'll do carrots. This is part of my volunteering hours for our new house.
At Calgary's Storehouse Community Kitchen, families in need can get emergency food supplies or split the cost of creating meals by making them together in big batches.
Pass that.
As Jibeko gets to work, her shyness fades.
I have just one boy.
And I have 2 boys. I have 3 boys, right? And my husband, he's like youngest son.
They always are.
Oh, Lynn and Michelle, it reminds me of my sisters. It's like, you know, a lot of fun, a lot of love, a lot of energy.
Welcome back.
Jibeko is awesome. I think she's going to be our new little sister. Food is important to her. Family is really important to her. And you know when you make a connection with somebody right away.
The women have an absolute hoot. And for some of them, it's maybe the only time they get out to be with other women and just have fun. And yet they're providing for their families.
But even when I'll be done with my hours, I would like to continue helping this program. So I think it is amazing. It's a lot of fun.
As they work side by side, Bakit and Jorge talk about their dreams to give their children a better future.
How do you imagine this after it's finished?
Oh, ya parece veo a mis hijos corriendo aquí, jugando con sus amiguitos de aquí y sus vecinos. Claro, hay más salud. A mí me vas a ver sentado ahí en una mecedora ahí enfrente. Okay. A ver, Benito, mi amigo Benito, ¿dónde estás?
It's a pleasure to build your house.
Like Bakit and Jorge, I'm interested in the bigger picture and how Build It Forward can create long-term solutions.
The only long-term fix is to identify the people that are most vulnerable and then just relocate them. So the area where Samaritan's Purse has the project is about 14 meters higher. The problem is that it's about 25 kilometers away from Villahermosa. So you're taking people who are used to living kind of in and around the city and you're relocating them further away.
So that's a big adjustment for them,
It's
for
a big
work
adjustment,
and all that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
They have to build a completely new life.
Absolutely. So you actually had, friends and neighbors move together from one place to the other and work together on the construction of their homes.
So the goal is to build hundreds of homes at the same time so that entire communities can move together at once.
People are rebuilding their communities, painting with whatever colors they want, putting their clotheslines in the front. Tienda, which means shop. It's really not just about building homes, it's really about building communities.
Yeah. One of the things that gives us strength is community. And I've seen that on this trip here in Villahermosa, how important it is. People are leaning on each other and depending on each other.
The sense of community here is exactly what I want Build It Forward to create back home.
And still, this many years later, after the flood, they're still picking up the pieces. And it's pretty incredible to see the determination of these families and these people willing to get up every day and just keep pushing through and working through the aftermath of what they went through.
In the dangerous floodplains of Mexico, Bakit is making new friends while helping Samaritan's Purse build safer homes on higher ground. Back in Canada, Jibeko is stepping out of her comfort zone to do her share as well. Before Bakit says goodbye, he gives a meaningful gift to Jorge.
There you go. Nice, isn't it?
Muchísimas gracias. Yo no tengo que regalarte.
That's fine.
Te regalo mi corazón, que se vaya contigo donde quiera que estés. Yo nunca había tenido un hermano como tú. Verdaderamente estoy muy orgulloso de ti. Muchas gracias.
Bakit will be home soon.
He's coming to home. Yay!
Jibeko and the boys make a belated birthday cake for Bakit's arrival.
I'm pretty sure that he will be surprised.
The trip was a blast. I had so much fun.
Hey guys. Hola.
But I feel a little bit sad, leaving all of my friends back there in Villahermosa. I'm looking forward to go back and see the progress, how Jorge is building his house and how it all worked out for him.
Oh, Daddy's here.
I'm dying to see my boys and Jibeko. Yeah.
Wow. I Daddy got the hat.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
Good.
I'm a different person now. I think my life changed significantly.
Bakit realizes that all of his work hours and studying have taken a toll on his family.
I was spending about 3 to 4 hours every night after I came home from work. And the kids are all calling me, "Hi, Daddy G-Mat," you know. I've been sacrificing a lot of my quality time with my family. But the more I think about this, the more, I realize that the main idea is to have the plan in your heart, in your mind. As long as you do not give up your goal, I think it is possible to achieve that.
He hasn't lost sight of upgrading his credentials, but has decided to slow down for a while to focus on fatherhood.
3, go!
Wow.
Now that our hard-working Build It Forward families have homes, I want to ensure there's long-term support in the community. If a supplier will help out with utilities, it'll continue to let families get ahead to reach their goals. Well, we want to go and speak with the folks at Direct Energy. I have a feeling that there might be a good connection there, and we're hoping that they might be able to help us out with helping these families out with some of their energy costs. People really got behind that idea, finding families that were really hardworking but just couldn't quite make ends meet. Yeah. So, we just wanted to see if, it seems like it'd be an interesting fit.
We are providing natural gas and electricity for all the homes, free for a year. We'll perform furnace maintenance and inspection, as well as we're just making a general donation to the Build It Forward program.
For me, with Build It Forward, it's just been this sort of non-stop feeling of you've got to be kidding. Like, I can't believe that another organization is coming on board and helping and being a part of all of this. And it's really been overwhelming in seeing the way that people have been willing to give back in the way that they have. It's been amazing. It's time to say goodbye to a small apartment packed up with memories.
This apartment represents a starting point for us, for our life in Canada.
Oh, good morning.
How are you?
Good, how are you guys?
We did have plenty of happy moments and very challenging moments together, hand in hand. It was a sort of a yin-yang, right? And I guess the challenging moments in our life included having to struggle, living, on limited funds, and just overall struggling every day. Yeah.
This apartment was full of furniture, full of things, and now there is nothing, it's kind of getting empty. And I realized that all your life can fit just in one truck. It's kind of very strange.
Are you happy? Are you gonna miss this house? Yeah?
Bye-bye, living room.
Bye-bye, living room.
Say bye-bye to our bedroom.
Bye-bye, baby.
Bye, bedroom.
Bye. It's still like dreams. It's somebody's house. Still can't believe all this.
Not long ago, Bakit was working and studying almost 80 hours a week to provide for his family, but that didn't leave him much time to be with them.
I've been sacrificing a lot of my quality time with my family.
His wife, Jibeko, was lonely and too shy to meet new people, fearing her English skills weren't good enough.
Yes. I don't know. When things calm down, we come back.
They've come a long way. Today is a new beginning.
This is a truly wonderful family. They do embody everything that Habitat does: community, hope. They're a family that's truly made a difference in the lives of others.
Everybody has a place they call home. Be it a one-bedroom apartment in the center of the city or a cabin in the woods, the most important part in our lives is the shelter for our minds. By living in a Habitat home, we can afford our regular mortgage payment and redirect the money we save to other charitable projects. We made first step by helping an orphanage and will help other orphanages in the near future. Thank you for everybody. Thanks.
Through Build It Forward, Jibeko has really come into her own. She's literally blossomed. It's like watching a butterfly kind of metamorphose. It's been huge.
Jibeko and Bakit, I just think they're an incredible inspiration. You know, hearing them talk, you know, about what this means to them, about the fact that this is going to enable them to be philanthropic and help other families, and how they've already started making donations towards those families that they're going to help. They blow my mind. I couldn't be more happy for them today.
We are home. So, we're going to start bringing things in now. As we bring it in, you just tell us where you want it.
It's still like dreams. It's somebody's house. I still can't believe all this.
I think for Jibeko and Bakit, you know, they had a lot of challenges in the place that they lived. They were just so confined. It wasn't the safest area for their kids. Just getting out to the park to play for the day was a huge challenge for them. Build It Forward has knocked down a lot of walls, not only figuratively, you know, but you know, physically for them. It's put them in a place where they actually have that space.
Right now I'm cooking a special lunch for guys who are helping right now. Yes, please enjoy your food.
Thank you. Looks great.
Oh, man,
Hey,
look
guys.
at you.
I'm bearing gifts. How are you?
Good, good. Good to see you.
Good to see you. I wanted in each of these hope chests to put some kind of a message that related to the experience. And this is something that I hope that you guys will just remember as a memento of our time together.
I'm gonna fly. Yeah, you just have to believe. So we believed with Jibeko, and I think we are still flying, and we're gonna fly even higher with that hope.
Other than this hope chest, just directly from me and everybody at Build It Forward, this is a symbol of your hospitality.
It's beautiful. Thank you very much.
Very welcome.
Oh my God, look at this.
Can we hug you? Oh, absolutely. Thanks so much.
So this is the end of the journey.
I know, but you know, in a lot of ways, it's kind of just the beginning.
With Jibeko and Bakit, I think the one thing that makes them the most unique is their concern and care for others. And that extends into their willingness to try to continue building it forward.
So this is Ben's room.
All right.
That's for here. This is our house. When I'm at work, I can't wait. When I'm done and I can come home, I can see my children running around. I can see Jibeko being happy.
My life has changed so dramatically fast. I didn't know that house means not just a house, like a material, but it means a lot of other values. I need some place to grow too, so I was looking for a job and I got a job. So I'm really happy. I'm getting out of the house, I'm getting out of this kitchen, and I'm really happy that I started my career.
In our culture, when we have a guest, we present the head. That means a lot. That means, you know, we are becoming a family. Please accept it, yeah?
Thank you, it's beautiful. Thank you for that, and thank you for what that symbolizes. I really appreciate that. Oh, high fives? Yeah!
Whenever difficult things happen, whenever difficult things come into your life, I believe with all my heart that there's a purpose and there's a reason behind it. And often, the best way that we can turn those things around is to use those difficulties and struggles we've been through to walk alongside people who are now experiencing the same types of things we've been through.